It's a big stack. This is as big as you. This is as big as you. Hello, my book friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Carly. This is Let's Read Into It. I have a huge book haul to share with you guys, as well as some book mail to unbox. There's a lot, as you can see. Like, there's over 20 books, I believe, if I counted right. That's a lot. It's a lot of books. Some of these I got at Barnes & Noble, some I got at Amazon. One is part of my Illumicrate, like, May box. I think this is for May. As well as there was a huge book sale at, or on, bookoutlet.com. I don't think it's going on anymore, but they had a huge fiction, YA and adult fiction sale going on. Everything was $6.99 and under, hardcover included. I lost all control. I would have gotten more if my fiance hadn't like stopped me. He's like, slow your roll. So I have a ton to show you guys. I'm really excited. I got a good mixture of some YA in there, some horror, some fantasy, some romance, of course, you know, but I got a ton to show you guys. Let's go ahead and get started and talk about them. Let's go over the ones that are already out of the box. I have been having a hard time with some family health issues that we are dealing with, and I have just full-on avoidance. If I avoid it, it's not happening. Buy more books. Why not? Let's just escape into books, not think about things. So let's go ahead and get started with the ones I got that are already unboxed. First one is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This is a first in a series. I believe there's like 4 or 5 books. I love the covers. This is YA mystery, I believe. Mystery fantasy? I don't know. I've been seeing this at Barnes & Noble every time I go. It looks really interesting. The blurb is really good. Again, love the cover, so I had to pick it up. I also picked up Lauren Blakely's new release. This is Double Pucked. I don't know if it's a Why Choose or not, but she basically finds out her boyfriend is cheating on her and takes her dog and snatches his 2 VIP tickets to a NHL game, and he also would have been able to meet 2 of his like hockey heroes, so she takes those and meets them instead, and they are going to help her out. I'm excited. I like Lauren Blakely. I haven't read one of her books in a hot minute, but we are all in our hockey romance era, so I feel like this is good timing. I'm excited. I also picked up Christina Lauren's My Favorite Half Night Stand. I believe this is a little bit of a catfishing type thing. These coworkers all are trying to get dates for this formal work, and she has a crush on one of her coworkers, and I don't think he sees her as like potentially like a partner. I don't know. So she finds him on a dating app as someone she pretends to be more outgoing, and they start up a conversation. They like each other, and it's gonna be a hot mess. I'm excited about this, and the cover gives me like summer vibes. So definitely maybe a good summer read. Now, I also picked up 3 Emily Henry books. I picked up Happy Place, Book Lovers, and Beach Read. I did a little poll over on my Instagram. If you're not following me, go check it out. It's at Let's Read Into It. But I posted a poll on what people thought were the best like Emily Henry books. And of course, like, every book got votes on it, and I just figured why not. And to be completely transparent, because this is a circle of trust. We don't judge here. I have never read Emily Henry ever, and her books never really just, I don't know, they never just spoke to me where I'm like, I have to read it, but everybody talks about how great they are. So I picked up 3 of them. I had to like one of them, right? Like the ratio of hating all 3 would be terrible, but I'm not going to go into the mindset of I'm going to hate them. But I'm a dark romance girly, and I have a hard time when books are like spicy. It's a really spicy book, and I get in there and their spice is they've hugged a couple times and they have a fade to black romance scene, like spicy scene. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Give me my money back. I can't. So I'm excited to check these out. Again, never read them, but everybody talks about how good they are. I want to see if they're worth the hype or not. So I figured pick up the 3, see how it goes. Now, The Witch King by Martha Wells. This is the Illumicrate version. This is in the May box. The inside is absolutely gorgeous, as well as like the front cover. It looks beautiful. I've never read anything by Martha Wells. It seems really, really interesting. Apparently the sorcerer has been like lying dormant for a long time, and then all of a sudden he like wakes up and he has to figure out who put him there. Seems really interesting. I'm excited. My friend also picked up a copy. Maybe we'll buddy read this, but she always jokes she can't buddy read with me because I read faster than her. We'll try it though. Why not? I also picked up Tessa Bailey's Secretly Yours. I wanted to pick this up because her newest one, Unfortunately Yours, I believe that's the next one, just came out. And I want to get that. But I believe this is the first in that little like duology. So I picked it up. I believe she is a gardener who is in love with this guy and he does not pay her a lick of attention. We love a girl who's trying to show her worth. I also got My Murder by Katie Williams. This is a debut novel. I'm excited. This, when I read the blurb, I was like, I have to have you. This seems so interesting. I don't know if it's classified as horror, mystery, what, or just plain fiction, but let me read you the blurb real quick. What if the murder you had to solve was your own? Lou is a happily married mother of an adorable toddler. She's also the victim of a local serial killer, recently brought back to life and returned to her grieving family by a government project. She's grateful for this second chance, but as the new Lou adapts to her old routines and as she bonds with other female survivors, she realizes that disturbing questions remain about what exactly preceded her death and how much she can really trust those around her. It sounds amazing. It sounds so good. I'm so excited to read this. I've not read, almost like, it gives true crime vibes, but also like true crime fiction. I don't know. I've not read anything like this. So I'm really excited to see how this is. I have very high expectations for it. Don't let me down. Also picked up Don't Fear the Reaper by Stephen Graham Jones. This is the second book to My Heart is a Chainsaw. I'm excited to read this. I actually picked this up at a new local indie store over in Port Orchard, Washington. If you've never been, it's a cute little town right on the water. But the bookstore, it just opened a few weeks ago. It's called Find Your Path, I believe. And super adorable. They're still getting started, but they have a lot of cute stuff. They can order things for you. Very nice, dog friendly. We took Roseanne in her little book bag and she got all the loving and she got to check out the store, and it's a really cute place. So if you're over near Port Orchard in the Washington area, go check them out. Very, very cute indie bookstore. So I picked this one up. I am excited to finish this series because I actually, when I finished My Heart is a Chainsaw, I don't know, I didn't think there would be more to it. I thought it actually ended really well, but I'm excited to see what other adventures she has in this series because she had a lot of trauma. She had a lot. Like, I don't know how much more I can do of her trauma, but I'm excited to check out the sequel. I had to pick it up. It was between this one and With Good Bones, House with Good Bones or something. And my fiance picked this one because he liked the cover. So had to pick up that. This is my borrowed book I got from my friend. I've been wanting to read The Last House on Needless Street. I see it every time and I never get it at Barnes & Noble. I don't know why. And then my friend's like, oh, I have a copy. Just borrow it for me. So that's what I did. I'm very, very excited. I want to get back into horror. I've just been on a straight romance kick. And I need to get into horror a little bit. I don't know. I've been watching a bunch of horror movies and I'm like, you know what? I need to get back into it. I need to get back into a lot of genres because I've just been in straight romance. I mean, that is my main genre I love, but I really need to just be reading other things too because one, they're on my TBR, and two, I'm going to wear myself out and I may put myself back into a reading slump if I keep with my romance. So I got to get back into it. And so now that I have that, I may read that because one, it's not too big. And it kind of gives me Last House on the Left vibes. But I've never read it, so I don't know if that's true or not. But that's what I'm going with. It's time to open the boxes. I've not opened these. These came like days apart. Like one came on Monday. Am I going to be able to open this? One came on Monday and the other came on Wednesday. Which I was kind of like, can you guys just, I don't know, come at the same time? That'd be great. Oh my gosh. That's not helpful. While I'm opening this, any of my lovely book friends out there watch Vanderpump Rules, because we just had the part 3 of this reunion. You guys dying laughing. Like, I can't deal with it. I don't know what I'm going to do now that it's over for a year. What am I supposed to watch? Actual TV? No. I can't do that. My poor fiance, he's like, thank God it's over. Though listen, he wanted to say he didn't like it. He was invested. He was invested in what was going to happen in Scandal. He was invested. These are all from Book Outlet. Again, they were like $6.99 or less. If you're wanting like cheap options, I think they're always having sales. Right now they're having a 25% off like summer sale. And they usually have like really good prices. So, but this was during their fiction sale and I got a ton. I got a lot. So first one in the box was Cackle by Rachel Harrison. You guys, I've talked about Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison so much. I absolutely loved it. I wanted to give this a shot. This, I believe, is a girl who just moves into a new town, is starting to get close with another local where everybody is kind of like standoffish towards her, and she's like, what the fuck? Gives very witchy vibes. I mean, like, look at the cover. Witchy vibes. I'm excited. This may be a really good, like, Halloween read. So, also got TL Huchu? Huchu? Is that how you say it? I don't know. Our Lady of Mysterious Ailments. This is book 2. I also ordered the first book. I think it's in the other box. I'm not sure. But this is the second book in the series. I think she talks to the dead. Sounds really interesting. I love the cover. I've seen it all over Barnes & Noble. And I had to check it out. And with it only being like $5, I was like, get in my cart. I also picked up the first in this series, which is Serpent and Dove, Shelby Mahurin. I'm so sorry if I can't pronounce those names right, but I wanted to get this. I was really kind of disappointed I couldn't get the entire series. They had the first and the third. They didn't have the second. I was like, screw it. I'll just get the first. So I got the first, Serpent and Dove. Seems really, really interesting. Again, YA is my book goal this year, to get more into YA and YA fantasy especially. So I'm excited to check this one out. I didn't read the blurb. Is that new? No. Also got The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. I've seen this everywhere as well, and I had to check it out. Some of these are not the best shape, but I'm trying not to focus on that. I mean, when you're buying something for like $6, I don't have high hopes of it looking the best, but I honestly think they may have looked better, but the box looks like it's been roughed up, which I never understand how the mail is just like, fuck your shit. They literally are like, oh, is this your box? Let me kick it around some. Like, let me come to your house and kick your things around. Rude. But this looks really interesting. Another one that will be really good for Halloween, October time frame, September, October. Yeah, so this is like time like Salem witch trials type stuff. I'm excited. I've seen people talk about this. I'm kind of late to the game, but I'm here, y'all. I've made it. And I also picked up by Cass Morgan both the Monarchs and the Ravens, which I believe the Ravens is first and then the Monarchs is second. I absolutely love the covers. I've seen these as well as at Barnes & Noble, and I was like, well, I have to have you. YA mystery? Is it fantasy? I think it may be mystery. I don't know. But I am definitely excited to check these out. I've seen these over the years, and I've always wanted to check them out. Now I'm finally getting the chance to. So I'm excited about these. These are the last 4 in the second box. This is the first one in that series I was talking about. So The Library of the Dead by T.L. Huchu. Again, don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is the first to this book. So first, second, I'm kind of mad. I originally ordered this in hardcover, but they ran out. And so I have the paperback now, which is fine. My little OCD heart will have to deal, which is very difficult. I don't know how some people can get like the hardcover first and then be fine with the paperback. I don't know. It bothers me. There's a little bit of sticker residue still, mind me. So got these two. I'm excited about reading these. I've heard nothing but good things, but this book is very large. But not that long. Not long at all. You think these are going to be very big. They're not. I also got Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. I've never heard of this series. This was in the YA section. It says Let Them Fear Her. I believe it's a trilogy. If you've read this series or know anything about it, please let me know down in the comments. It seemed interesting. The cover's gorgeous. But I'm excited. Yeah, I had to grab it because I was just like, I've never heard of you, but it seems really good. I also picked up All Hallows by Christopher Golden. I've also seen this all over the like horror table at Barnes & Noble, and I've always stopped myself from getting it, but I finally have it. This will definitely be around Halloween time. I don't know. I love horror movies. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays, and I don't know, horror books just like, for some reason, I had a hard time getting into them for whatever reason. I don't know. But once I did, can't stop myself. I cannot stop myself. But I can't read this at night, though. It has to be like daytime. So it always takes me longer to read horror books because I'm like, I'm not reading this at night. I'm having nightmares. I'm scared. And the final book I got is, of course, a romance. End it with a romance. It is Starry-Eyed Love by Helena Hunting. I love her books. She definitely does a good spicy, like on 3 out of 5, let's say 2.5. 2.5 out of 5 chili peppers for spice. Some of her books, like her hockey series ones, those are more spicy. There's a lot more spicy scenes in there. I've not read this series. This is, I want to say this may be the third one, not sure, but this is like in a series, but they do not have to be read in order or anything like that. It just seemed really interesting. Just a good romance. You can't go wrong with it. You honestly can't. But I got so many books. I got so many. I feel like I got a good mixture of books. Like romance, horror, fantasy, YA. I feel like a good mixture of it because I needed to. I can't just be filling stuff up with romance, even though like it's fine if you do. If that's the only genre you read, that's totally fine. I'm just wanting to diversify my readings a little bit because I feel like that's what I get burnt out on, of just not, if I'm with one genre, I just get burnt out more quickly. But that is the haul I have, you guys. That was yeah. I think I'm officially on a book buying ban just because it's just not, I don't need any more right now. I have so many I need to read that I need to get to. So I definitely do not need to be buying anything else, which is sad. My favorite thing is just going to the bookstore and just like browsing, and I always end up with like at least one book when I walk out. But I can't do that. Can't do it. I'm officially going to say it so it's on record. Hold me accountable. I'm not going to buy any more books until July. So today is like June 8th. June 8th? Yeah. Not going to buy any more until July. I'm going to do it. I promise. But if you guys have read any of these that I got, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to know what you guys think. If any of them are good, any of them are bad, because again, I love a good spoiler, so go ahead and tell me, but make sure you put a spoiler alert so other people, if they read the comments, they don't get spoiled. But I'm really, really excited to read all of these and to share my thoughts with them with you guys. If you are not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell to notify you when I upload. I upload every week, just rambling about nonsense, let's be honest. You also see cute dogs like Roseanne. But until the next video, bye!